Now here we see the game page, the dice page, just before we can roll. But once the time comes, that's all going to change and you're going to get a very different look. Let's go ahead and see what happens when the time has arrived. You see you get a lot more green on there, which means go ahead and do something. So here we can see that we've lost that whole area of saying don't do anything, don't roll. And now we have you can roll now. You can also see that because everything's been reset to 0 just before, an hour beforehand, so all our numbers for the game are 0. You can also see that down the bottom, our distribution of our numbers are all set to 1, with the maximum purchase, the maximum product you can actually purchase is set to 0. That's for buyer only. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a try and we can see step by step how it works. We have 5 rolls left right now. And we are not a buyer or seller because we haven't rolled anything yet. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. So our time is good. We have 0 hours to wait and we have 2 hours to finish this process. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So press roll. And remember, we're going to have this yellow area pops open here saying we need to type anything. So type anything means you can type any number, any letters, A, B, C, D, and you have to remember to press enter. If you don't press enter, then it's not going to work. Go ahead, I went ahead and entered, and it tells me that it's sending the information to the server. And now I'm finding out here that we have 4 rolls left. Why? We started with 5, we just used up 1, so now we have 4. We're going to go ahead and say okay with that, and you can see the information now has changed. We do have 4 rolls left, and you can see we've gotten some points to spend, 22 points. Now the question becomes, are we okay with that? Do we think 22 is enough for this RPG we're going to play? If it's not enough, we have to roll again. But if we roll again, we're going to use up another roll and we only have 4 left. You cannot roll more than 5. We have 20 points now and we're a seller. So we need to meet with our group members and think about this. Is this what we want? If it's okay, then we can go ahead and begin to distribute those 22 points. Now you see we've already got 1s on here because they're minimum. You have some minimums. Don't forget this special case, which is the maximum purchase. That's just for a buyer. Because we're a seller, we don't have to use any of these max points because that's max for purchase, buyer only. Keep that in mind, buyer only. So we could keep that at 0 because we're a seller. If we were a buyer, we could not keep it at 0. It would have to be at least 1. Let's go ahead and distribute some of our points. So for resistance, I'm going to go ahead and give 3. And for flex points, I'm going to give 2. And for delivery, I'm going to give 3. And for units, I'm going to give 3. 3, there we go. And for importance, I'm going to give it a 4. And for quality, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3. And we can see now that I've spent some points, but I still have 4 points left, right? So I can go ahead and spend those. Now, I could go ahead and not spend them, but that would be a waste. I don't want to waste them. I don't want to lose them. Now later, you're going to find out that you can actually give flex points away. You can actually give flex points to other groups, but that's not now. That's a little bit later once you begin to play the game. So for now, our points are 4 more. Let's go ahead and spend them. So let's go ahead and increase our resistance up to 4. And let's go ahead and we're a seller. So I'm thinking, I want to have fast delivery for my customers. Some customers are going to want fast delivery. So increase that. And also our buyers are going to want to have good quality. So let me see if I can get better quality, right? So I've gone ahead and I've spent all my points except 1. So I'm going to go back and say I'm going to get 1 more flex point here. And there you go. I have now spent all of my points. Now, what if I spend more than I have? If I go ahead and try to spend 1 more point, I'm going to get a warning, and it's going to tell me that you cannot spend more than your maximum. I have 22 points to spend, but I've gone ahead and spent 23. Thus, we have a negative number there. See that one right there? Negative. So I need to undo that. If I go ahead and try to lock in those points now, it's not going to work. So if I say, oh, I'm good, I want to keep this the way it is, I could go ahead and push that play now, which means I'm ready to play. I'm not going to change any more of the points. I'm done. I'm ready to play the RPG. Well, I need to, again, type in anything here, JJJ, and I press enter, and it's going to say sending information to server, which is good. But then it's going to say, are you sure? Are you really sure you want to lock in your points now? Confirm. Yes or no. If I say no, then I can still make changes. So I could go ahead and make some changes. Maybe I'm going to change this flex to be 3. And my points are okay. And then it's going to go ahead and it's going to try to, I think I touched something by accident there. I pressed enter, but it's going to go ahead and try to send it to the server. And I say, okay, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I still want to make changes. So I say no again. That's okay. Let me go ahead and go over. So I'm going to go up here and 5. And once again, I'm over on spending my points. Well, if I press the enter, it should ask me to confirm, but I think I pressed enter. Sometimes you press enter, it goes ahead and does it anyway. And I'm going to say I want to send it in. And yes, I confirm. I'm ready. I want to play now. But there's a problem, you see. The problem is that I haven't chosen product A or B. Oh, okay. Where's that at? That's right over here. Undecided product, A product, or B product. Now, not every game has 2 products. Some RPGs just have 1 product, and that's product A. Some RPGs have product A and product B. You need to decide which one you're going to use. If it's just A, then obviously you only choose A. If you choose B, that wouldn't work out too good. I'm choosing A here. I could go ahead and change it to B, and you can see the name is going to say false. Why? Because this RPG only has 1 product, and that's product A. I'm going to go ahead and choose A, and it tells me the product's name is Sports Carry Duffel Bag. Okay, so I'm good. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to play the game again. I'm going to press this Play Now button. Again, I'm going to have to type something in here. So I'm going to say ABC, enter. And it's going to head send it to the server, just like before. And now I'm getting this question. Are you sure? Because after we do this, we can't change any of the numbers for the whole RPG. Now, next week, a week or 2 later, when we have the RPG number 2 and RPG number 3, we can change those, of course, when we have the dice rolling time. But this is locking it in for this one RPG. I'm going to say, yes, I want to lock it in. But there's a problem. What's the problem? It's a points problem. What's the points problem? Well, we spent too many points. We're -1. So that's not going to let us continue. So let's go ahead and fix our point problem here and spend just the right number of points, 0. Now I'm going to go ahead and push the Play Now button. I need to type anything. I'm going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and press enter. Send information to server. Are you sure you want to lock in your points? Yes, I'm sure. And here we go. You can see that there's some changes on the screen. The biggest changes are you now have points up here. Those are the points you're going to play the game with. Your resistance, your flex, your delivery, importance, buyer, seller, all of this is fixed. Not going to change anymore. I'm going to be a seller, and I'm going to have this situation for my negotiation, and then I'm going to have the product locked in here. And there's absolutely nothing I can do to change that now. I must play now. The time to roll has not changed yet. We still have time to roll the dice, you see. The problem is we've already locked everything in. Thus, everything here is black. You don't see any more options. Now, you can press those numbers there, but you're not going to be able to change your numbers up top here, and that's what matters. Those are the things you're going to play the game with. I could go ahead and try to roll the dice if I wanted to. So let me try that again. I'm going to try to roll the dice. And it needs to confirm that I'm a person. So I type ABC, enter. And it sends it to the server. But then it says there's a problem. What's the problem? You've already locked your values. We've already decided to play the game. We can't change the numbers now. What if I go ahead and I try to push play now again? So I push play now. Again, I need to confirm I'm a person here. A, B, C, D, E. Press enter. Sends it to the server. I confirm, yes, I want to lock in my score. Yes, lock it in. But there's a problem, and that is we've already locked in our score. We cannot change it now, you see? So once you lock in, you can't change again. You need to wait until the next RPG to make those changes.